Auction, it's one of those words that either excites home sellers or terrifies them. And honestly, both reactions are valid because selling by auction in Logan Village could be an absolute winner or it could work against you. So today I'm going to give you the honest pros and cons so you can decide if it's the right strategy for your home. Let's start with why auction could be a great option. First up, competition. When you set an auction date, you create urgency. Buyers know there's a deadline, and that deadline drives competition. When two or more motivated buyers are bidding against each other, that's when you get prices above what you'd expect in a normal private treaty sale. In a strong market like Logan Village, where we've seen median prices sitting around 1.3 million, that competitive tension could add tens of thousands to your end result. Second, unconditional contracts, and this one's huge. When the hammer falls at auction, the buyer's locked in. There's no finance clause, no building and pest clause, no cooling off period. The sale is done. For sellers, that certainty is gold. You know exactly where you stand from day one. Third, the campaign itself does the marketing for you. An auction campaign typically runs 3 to 4 weeks of intensive open homes, advertising, and buyer follow-up. Even if you don't sell under the hammer, that campaign generates a pool of qualified, interested buyers, which puts you in a very strong position to negotiate immediately after. Now, the cons. The biggest risk is a slow market or low buyer numbers. If only 1 or 2 buyers show up on auction day, you lose that competitive tension entirely. You could end up passing the home in, meaning it doesn't sell, and that can actually damage your negotiating position afterwards because buyers know you didn't get a result on the day. The second negative is the cost, because auction campaigns typically cost more in advertising and auctioneer fees. In Queensland, you're generally looking anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 in additional cost, depending on the campaign. That's money you're spending before you know the outcome. Third, not all buyers can bid at auction. Buyers who need finance approval or need to sell their own home first often can't participate in an auction. That can narrow your buyer pool, and a smaller buyer pool means less competition. So what's the verdict for your Logan Village home? In my experience, auction works best when your property is a bit unique. It's got a big block, or it's a character home, or an amazing pool, something that's hard to put a price on because buyers will pay a premium for it. It also works well when the buyer demand is strong and stock is low, which is pretty much right now, although it is shifting slightly. But if your home is more straightforward, a standard 3 or 4 bedroom in a typical price bracket, private treaty with a well-researched asking price can be just as effective, if not more, and a whole lot less stressful. So the honest answer, there's no one size fits all. The right strategy depends on your property, your timeline, and the current market conditions. If you're thinking about selling in Logan Village and you want to know which strategy is right for you, I'm happy for you to give me a call. We can have a chat, or I can pop around and have a look at your property and give you an appraisal. You have a great day.